The sixth set will be played on new Fighting Spirit. Spawning up in the top left-hand position, the yellow Zerg from CJ Entis. His name is effOrt.
His opponent spawning in the bottom right position of the map, going for kill number 3 and possibly all kill. His name is Ty, playing for Kespa Team 8.
So, TVZ, good to see this matchup again. Been kind of rare these days with all the Protoss flocking around Pro League and making it PvP Pro League.
Well, that's the beauty of Winners League, is that you have all these maps here and there, and yes, some races do are favored on certain maps out here, but it doesn't mean that we're always going to see those races being sent out on those particular maps.
Yeah. Of course, the high yield assimilator still exists at the third base on the positions of this map here. Looks like Ty wants to get a little bit aggressive here. He's making a barracks at that ramp there at his natural, almost like a Protoss player starting the wall off early.
Well, I see second SCV.
Looks like we're seeing 12 racks at the natural here for Ty, though. Interesting location to put it. Not in the middle of the map or anything like that where nobody ever scouts. And the Overlord would probably eventually scout that, though. Hatch first, though, from effOrt.
By what I meant by no second SCV is like no SCV production, by the way.
Ah, okay.
As effOrt, he went for the 15 hatch, and now he's going to try to go for... Well, let's see if it's going to be gas first or spawning pool. Gas first.
It's going to be that gas first.
At least it's not going to be a 3 hatch before pool build.
There's something else to note here. The barracks are in the best possible location for effOrt as far as him facing this build, because it's cross spawn. Look at how much distance needs to be covered in order to get from one side of the base to the other. Even from the naturals, it's still a very long distance.
Now, do remember, effOrt is not going to scout this at all unless he goes for a drone scout, which is not happening right now. And behind this Ty, well, he really wants to put a heavy pressure right now, because he is even pulling up to 3 SCVs against it. He's going to start building bunkers.
The real question is, will these Overlords find these scouting units and think they're suspicious?
No.
Doesn't look like it. If you saw both SCVs there, I think that would change everything. 3 SCVs now convening at the final location. They know where effOrt's base is. The bunkers go up instantly. effOrt, he's only making 2 lings right now and a queen.
Bunker!
He's just walled off the natural with a triple bunker. This is such a smart build from Ty here. I'm sure he's just been waiting to try this out against his opponent effOrt here. I think he actually just, that hatchery is lights out, man. I wouldn't even try to save that at this point.
Well, I'm just interested to see how effOrt is going to follow up against this from Ty, because now Ty has a really nice lead against his opponent.
See, I would not be worried in this position if this was Leenock, because he's actually fought against the double racks from Ty, lost his hatchery, and still won the game. We have the Baneling Nest going down. Remember that effOrt did go for that early gas, so he has that. But there's no way he can kill off these bunkers here. That's just not going to happen.
Well, he still needs to like bank up on a lot of Zerglings and go for a bust. The problem is, what is he going to do after the bust?
That is the real question. He needs to pretty much win the game. The Zergling speed is going to finish very soon here. We're going to have to see how long these bunkers stay in this position. If Ty even wants to let them stay here for a long time, or just, you know, kind of destroy them after doing the damage. Behind this, we're seeing an expansion be created by Ty. He's getting a 3rd barracks at his main there. Look at that wall off, man. There's no way any Baneling Bust is going to destroy Ty here.
Yeah, and this is looking a little bit more grim for effOrt, as the Overlord also gets sniped, and the Zerglings now, the Queens are going to go for the bunker.
All right, the Banelings moving in here, destroying 1 bunker, and the rest of the units here from Ty are running away. The Zergling's going to be able to at least pick off these Marines and the SCV. effOrt could potentially apply some pressure here. We're going to have to see what he plans on doing. If he wants to go for the Baneling bust, he's going to need a lot of Banelings, though.
And he's going to need to go for it now.
I could theoretically see effOrt winning this if he got enough Banelings to easily break through the defenses of Ty here, because there's no bunker. It looks like effOrt will be remaking that base there. After seeing this, effOrt has to decide, go for a big bust or just sit back and macro and deal with being behind.
Well, if he doesn't want to go for the bus, I feel like it's much better for effort to just double expand behind this. I mean, he needs to catch up in the hatchery count. He needs to make sure that the command... He can't punish the command center right now with the 3 barracks, so... I mean, Ty is even building a factory behind him, making sure that he's not going to get busted. So, effort, he's doing a nice job by keeping his composure, but going for the hatchery at the 12 o'clock. There we go.
Smart
That's the right
decision.
answer at this point.
Also, making a Reaper at the front here to try to see what his opponent's up to. The Zerglings, though, should be able to eventually get a surround on this Reaper here.
Well,
eventually. The Reaper is doing a good job. Not anymore. It's dead now. But he identified that his opponent was not going for a humongous Baneling bust. That was the purpose of the Reaper. He had to sacrifice it, but it was a worthy sacrifice. Ty just moves into this game being ahead then.
Yeah, Ty is ahead. Effort is playing from behind. But do remember, Effort, he is really good with these mind games, and sometimes he even comes back from these situations in this matchup. Now, that was also including Brood War, but Effort, he's certainly a player where he can still come back from this position, but given the situation right now, it is looking hard for Effort.
It's true. Supplies still pretty even right here. That's one good thing that Effort has to his name. He's going for the double evolution chamber now, continuing the drone up as well. Worker-wise, they're actually even, so... I mean, it could be better for Effort. You could have a lot more workers right now.
If you're even against... if you're even as a Zerg player, you don't want that, to be honest. You have more bases than your opponent. The drones are going to turn into buildings later on, so it should be a really good, it should be a really great news for Ty, saying he has the same number of SCVs as the drones from Effort.
Effort is, though, going for the faster double upgrades, so he can at least have that against his opponent to kind of, you know, at least make up for the fact that he is behind in this game right now.
Yeah, but I don't know how delayed his layer is right now. We don't even see a Spire on the way. With the Simpacts starting, the Medevacs are starting to be built, and the Hellbats are out on the way.
Hellbats out on the way here. Interesting choice. Looks like we're going to be seeing Ty go for some Hellbat drops.
Pressure into more pressure. Why
Standard
not?
Ty. Standard Ty. I would like to see Effort get some static defense, though. That's the best thing he could do in this situation, if he can identify the double Hellbat drop coming.
As a professional player, he knows what situation he is in right now, and he doesn't want to waste any drones into spine crawlers right now. He needs to catch up as soon as possible, and that's going to bite him in the butt right now with the Medevac going towards the 12 o'clock position.
Uh-oh, there's absolutely no defense at this third here. Effort, he's going to have to split his units very well at this point. There's no roaches as well here, so the Hellbats get in a very nice position. It's going to be hard for them to take out. Now the creep has spotted the Hellbats here. Will we see a good reaction from Effort? There's no defense in the main base. Drones getting pulled instantly. Only losing one at this point. That Queen is in a weird position. Looks like it's bugged out, going to die.
That Queen is going to die because the Hellbats are quite strong against the Queens, but Effort did a nice job minimizing the damage until the Queen did get taken out.
Nice positioning from the Hellbats as well. Oh! Effort freaking out there. The Medevac getting very low on health here. We need our Terran player to be careful with this drop, or he's going to lose the units inside.
It's better for Effort to just stitch the main base for now and just defend against it with the Banelings right now, but the problem is we have another drop at the natural at the same time.
Oh gosh, this is just not looking good for Effort. This time around he has that Spore and Spine. Nice splitting with the drones there. Doesn't really lose too many in this position. The main has been taken out. Actually, barely any drones have been killed there, so that's pretty good for Effort considering the situation he was in.
Those are stacked inside the main base.
Oh, this is going to be bad potentially for Effort. He's got a lot of stacked drones here. Loses a good amount more with this drop. If the drop dies, the Hellbats will fall as well. Still, overall, a good amount of damage done from Ty.
That isn't the end.
Round 3.
Round number 3. Round number 4 also on the way with 2 more Hellbats on the way. And this time around, Effort, is he actually paying attention at the 12 o'clock? Yes, he is, but Ty is going to roast a few drones on the left side.
And now moving into the main, there's no static defense in the main. Still, the drones force the run away. Effort, I mean, it's just so hard for him to deal with these Hellbats right now because he's from a behind position. Ty now moving across the map with a lot of units, some Marines, some Hellbats at the same time. This could be the killing blow for our Zerg player. The Hellbats are just doing so well in this situation.
Oh yeah, definitely. The Spire just started, but 14 Zerglings out on the way. No additional Zerglings for effort, and against the Marines and the Hellbats, he needs to ditch the 12 o'clock base.
Effort's just falling apart here. He started off the game from being behind after not seeing the double Rex pressure and just losing his hatchery. That was a really nice wall off as well from Ty there, doing that.
And effort has been doing a nice job trying to catch up with the economy and also not losing any not that many drones against these constant helmet drops. Effort's doing a nice job defending against the drops, but not against the main army from Ty. Loses the 12 o'clock base.
Ty also securing a third base of his own. The 2-2 is going to complete very soon here for effort. But that doesn't even matter at this point because he's just overall so far behind his opponent here. Zergling's moving in. They're going to clean, or I guess not clean up the drop, but force it out of there. He's still on 2 bases, though, against a 3-base Terran. That's the biggest thing here.
Yeah, effort needs to retake the 12 o'clock base as soon as possible. But against like 8 Hellbats, he only lost like 13 drones.
Now, good composure showing from effort. Still very far behind, though, due to the lack of a third base at this point. Zergling's moving across the map, trying to look for something that they can kill. Not going to happen, though. Yeah, the Hellbats are there. He needs the Banelings to deal with the Hellbats there.
Another drop going towards the 12 o'clock position, but there's not going to be any mining at the 12 o'clock base, so Ty, he's going to drop it into the main base.
Also, don't forget, effort has Burrow. He's been trying to get some good wins here. Baneling's moving in, takes out the Hellbat. Zergling's looking for a counterattack. Won't work against Ty. He's already got a full wall there.
Yeah, Ty is already one step ahead of his opponent and going for the drop inside the main base once again with the Hellbat drop.
There's some Zerglings there. Uh-oh, the drones. Well, looks like they aren't going to really die. Once again, a good job at defense from our Zerg player.
But the problem is now effort pulled his drones away from the mineral lines like 10 times, which means that he had like 1 base mining time, but this is really nice by effort.
Banelings connecting, killing off a lot of SCVs there.
Now the other question is, can he actually defend against main army? Nice Baneling connection, and effort actually defends against the initial main army.
The problem is the follow-up army is going to be very deadly here. Effort very far behind in supply still. The upgrade for 2-2 is ahead of his opponent, but soon we will have the 2-2 completing from Ty here. He's ignoring the run-bys as well.
This can actually bite him in the butt if effort can actually defend against the main army once more. Like, these Zerglings are doing a nice damage at the 6 o'clock. He actually has less SCVs than the drones right now, but the main problem right now is can effort defend against this attack.
That's a good amount of Banelings there. They need to have perfect connections. The drones moving off the natural mineral line here is afraid of the Hellbats. They're going to be able to roast a lot of those units. Now the Banelings moving in. The Marines, they're trying to split. The splitting's not good enough, though. And this army is being completely destroyed. Effort somehow managing to hold on, even though he is so far behind. And killing off a few more units here at the third base that will be defended. I can't believe how well effort's doing despite being in such a terrible position throughout the entirety of the game.
Now effort is still in a bad position. Look at the worker count, 47 drones to 53 SCVs, and effort is only relying on Zerglings and Banelings at this point in the game. But given what he has right now, he's doing a fantastic job.
I mean,
constantly killing all the SCVs at the 6 o'clock, busting down the wall and putting Ty on his toes. So now Ty's in the situation where he is so confident. He knows he's so far ahead in the game, but effort's making slow comebacks. But he needs to make sure he does it, repeats it like 3 more times.
He pretty much has to rout the army of Ty multiple times in a row without losing a lot of units. More constant scans from Ty here, just really moving up to his third base. It will force the drones out of here. Effort deciding it's not even worth to try to take out that base or save that base there. He's getting a hive behind this. Look at all of the larvae at that base there. It looks like effort doesn't even realize it. I've made this mistake as Zerg before too. It kind of sucks.
Well,
at this point, this drop, it will be defended against. Oh, there he goes. He realizes what was going on there.
Yeah, I guess he didn't hockey the hatchery at all.
He does spot it, though. This drop in the main doing a lot of damage. Hasn't even been dealt with. 68 to 123 supply. Effort doesn't have a third base as well. He's still doing his best to stay in the game, but at this point, it's going to be pretty much impossible for him to make a comeback.
If he turned all of those larvae into Zerglings, he would have actually stayed even against his opponent, Ty.
Well, he is making 8 Infestors right now. Ty making a 4th command center, getting his 3-3, getting the burrow upgrade for the Widow Mines as well behind this, but the production for Ty just completely outdoes effOrt.
Yeah, I mean, effOrt was sitting on like a 1k mineral, 1k gas bank, and I was wondering why he wasn't turning those into units, and that was the reason why. He just didn't hockey the hatchery inside the main base, and this is actually biting him in the butt right now with not that many units to defend against the drop inside the main base once again.
I think this may be it for effOrt. He's trying to defend, but GG realizes it's not enough. Ty up to 3 kills now. Can he be the first player in StarCraft2 Pro League to get the reverse all kill?
It's highly possible right now. I mean, he's been looking so solid when it comes to TVC, and he already won a TVP. Earlier today, Ty has some momentum going for him, and like I always say, if you can end the series, you have to do that right away. If not, you allow your opponent to gain so much confidence to go for the reverse all kill.
That's true. So now the score currently 3-3. Will we find out who's going to be sent out next or going to a commercial break?
Commercial break first, I believe.
Break first. All right, guys, we'll be back after this commercial break. Don't go anywhere. The ace match between Kespa Team 8 and CJ will happen